Welcome to Testaments of Faith. The Origin, Creation. Chapter 1. The beginning of everything. In the beginning, before time had a name, before space had form, there was only the infinite. A deep void, an eternal silence where there was no light, no sound, no movement, no life. Nothingness stretched vast and unfathomable, darkness covering every corner of existence. No sky, no earth, just an abyss where eternity was lost in the shadows. But then, an echo shattered the infinite. A voice, immense and mighty, broke the silence. A voice that carried the power of creation, a voice that would shape the destiny of all that was to come. Let there be light. And the moment these words were spoken, the void was torn apart by a burst of brilliance, a divine radiance that pierced the darkness and breathed the first spark of existence into the cosmos. Light emerged with an intensity never before seen, a celestial spectacle spreading its glow in all directions. The contrast between light and darkness was set. The separation between what would be day and what would be night was decreed. And God saw that it was good. The harmony of the universe began to take shape, yet much was still to be created. The stars had not yet been placed in their positions, the oceans had not yet formed, the earth had yet to breathe. But creation had begun, and the first step toward the extraordinary had been taken. Time, which had previously been non-existent, now began to pulse, and the first day of sacred history was born. Day gave way to night, and the first cycle was completed. A new dawn awaited the call of the Creator. The great work had only just begun. Creation was in motion, and with each new command, each new word, the face of the universe would be shaped. Now, eternity was no longer empty. Now, there was light, and it would never be extinguished. Chapter 2. The First Day. Light and Darkness. The universe, once cloaked in darkness, now shone with the first radiance of creation. Light, emanating from the pure will of the Creator, illuminated the cosmos like a breath of life in the void. Darkness, once absolute, now had its counterpart, its boundary, its balance. The dance between light and shadow had begun, and the first grand cycle of the universe was established. God, in His infinite wisdom, separated the light from the darkness, naming them day and night. Time, once non-existent, now flowed, marking the passage of moments, like a divine heartbeat guiding all existence. Creation was still young, but its beauty was beginning to unfold. The glow of light touched the recesses of the void, spreading in all directions like a river of sacred fire. Yet there was no sun to sustain it, no moon to reflect its splendor. Not yet. Light existed not as an entity, but as a divine decree, an assertion of order over chaos. The night, in turn, was not merely absence, but an essential part of the equilibrium governing the cosmos. By establishing this distinction, the Creator laid the foundation for the grand symphony of the universe, where light and darkness would coexist in perfect harmony. Thus, the first day passed. A complete cycle, a first step in the great work of creation. What was once a silent void now pulsed with energy. Time advanced, awaiting the next command. For the Creator still had much to shape, much to bring into existence. The day ended, but the story had only just begun. Chapter 3. The Second Day. Separation of the waters. Light had been brought into the world, but creation was still wrapped in chaos. The waters, vast and boundless, covered everything like a veil that concealed what was yet to come. Then the Creator, with His mighty voice, declared the command that would give form to the firmament. Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. And so it was. The waters above were parted from the waters below, and in between, a vast expanse stretched, suspending the heavens over the earth. The firmament, magnificent and infinite, arched above like a divine masterpiece, reflecting the radiance of the newly created light. The upper waters, lifted by divine will, hovered above the world, while below them, the oceans waited for their final form. It was a sacred division, a decree that imposed structure upon the universe. And God called this firmament the heavens, for it was destined to hold the stars, the celestial bodies, and all the cosmic wonders in their due time. But for now, the sky was but a blank canvas, waiting to be filled with the splendor yet to come. Thus, the second day was completed. Order was beginning to take shape. There was light, there was darkness, and now there was a sky, a vast space where the Creator's plan would unfold. Still, the earth remained submerged, waiting for its destiny. The Creator already knew what was to come next, for the masterpiece was far from complete. Yet everything happened in its time, with perfection and purpose. Chapter 4. The third day, the earth revealed. With the sky now formed and the waters still covering all existence, the Creator spoke his next command. Let the waters under the heavens be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear. And so it happened. The waters obeyed, retreating to form the vast seas, revealing for the first time the solid ground. A new horizon emerged, and the soil, once hidden beneath the great ocean, now stood as a promise of life. The Creator then gazed upon the barren land, and with his boundless will, he commanded, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit according to their kinds." And the land responded to the divine call. Dry soil became fertile, and from its depths arose towering trees, flourishing meadows, and flowers of every color. The fragrance of creation filled the air, and the landscape, once empty, now became a magnificent garden, a tapestry of life shaped by the very hand of the Creator. The third day came to an end, and the Creator saw that it was good. The world now had land and seas, balance and form, life and beauty. But there was still an emptiness in the heavens, for time had yet to be measured. Day and night had no rhythm, and God, in his infinite wisdom, had already prepared what was to come next. Chapter 5. The fourth day. The sun, the moon, and the stars. Creation was steadily unfolding. The sky, the land, and the seas had taken shape, but time needed order. Then, with words filled with power and purpose, the Creator spoke, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years." Thus, the first celestial bodies were formed. The sun, a burning sphere of brilliance, was placed to govern the day, casting its powerful glow over the earth. The moon, soft and silvery, was created to rule the night, reflecting the sun's radiance with a gentle luminescence, bringing balance to darkness. But God did not stop there. With a divine gesture, he filled the sky with countless stars, each one twinkling like gems scattered across the infinite expanse. They would serve as guides, as signs, as silent witnesses to celestial glory. The vastness of the universe was now complete, and time, once shapeless, now moved forward, marked by the cycle of the sun and moon. Thus, the fourth day came to a close. The Creator beheld his work and saw that it was good. The cosmos was in harmony, time was flowing, and creation was taking form. But something was still missing. For despite its beauty, the world remained silent. The Creator already knew that, on the next day, something new would awaken in the waters and the skies. Chapter 6. The fifth day. Creatures of the seas and sky. Then the Creator spoke his words, and the silence was shattered. Let the waters swarm with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the sky. And in that instant, the seas came alive. Fish, great and small, emerged in a dazzling spectacle of color and movement. Majestic creatures glided through the oceans, and the rivers and lakes pulsed with the rhythm of creation. In the skies, the wind was no longer alone. Birds of every kind took flight, soaring through the air with wings wide open, filling the world with new sounds and new expressions of beauty. The Creator looked upon his work, saw that it was good, and blessed them, saying that they should be fruitful and multiply, spreading life across the oceans and the heavens. And so, the fifth day came to an end. Silence had been replaced by the songs of birds and the motion of the seas. But the Creator still had one last great masterpiece to bring forth. For the world, though vibrant, still awaited its greatest creation. Chapter 7. The sixth day. Man and the creatures of the earth. The Creator gazed upon the world he had shaped and saw that something was still missing. The earth was prepared, the seas were deep, and the heavens radiated with the light of the sun and moon, yet the land remained silent. And so, God spoke. Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock, creeping things, and beasts of the earth. And so it was. From the valleys, from the forests, from the plains, creatures of every shape and size arose. Lions roared across the grasslands, deer leaped through the trees, and rivers teemed with life, filling the world with sound and movement. But the work was still unfinished. The Creator turned his attention to the earth and, with his own hands, shaped man from the dust of the ground. With infinite care, he formed every detail, from the eyes that would behold creation to the hands that would one day tend the land. Then, God breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. The man opened his eyes and took his first breath. His heart beat for the first time, and he stood, alive, conscious, created in the image and likeness of his Creator. Then God looked upon the man and saw that he needed a companion. So he caused a deep sleep to fall upon him and, from his rib, formed the woman. When the man awoke, he saw before him his partner, and they were both called to rule and care for creation. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it." The sixth day was completed, and with it, the most beautiful and powerful of all creations had emerged, humanity. Chapter 8. The seventh day. The sacred rest. Creation was finished. The cosmos pulsed in perfect harmony. The earth was fertile and filled with life. The heavens shone with countless stars, and man and woman walked upon a world prepared for them. The Creator looked upon all that he had made and saw that it was very good. Everything had been done with purpose, each element placed with infinite precision. Then, on the seventh day, God rested from all the work he had done. This was not a rest of exhaustion, for the Creator never grows weary. It was a rest of celebration, of fulfillment, a moment of sanctification for all that had been created. And God blessed this day, setting it apart as holy, as an eternal memorial of his grand creation. Rest became a symbol of order and balance, an invitation for all humanity to recognize the sovereignty and love of the Creator over all things. The work was complete. Time had been ordered, nature was filled with life, and mankind was called to live in communion with its Creator. Everything began here, in Eden, a paradise where the Creator and his creation coexisted in perfect harmony. But humanity's story was only just beginning. Chapter 9. Eternity in the memory of creation. Creation was not just an event, it was an eternal testimony to the power and glory of the Creator. Each day shaped by the divine word was an act of love, a reminder that everything in existence was designed with perfection. The mountains, the rivers, the starry skies, and mankind itself, all point to the author of life. Even when humanity would drift away from God, the signs of his work would remain visible, imprinted upon the very fabric of existence. Centuries would pass, kingdoms would rise and fall, but the truth of creation would never fade. Every sunrise would echo the first day, every roaring sea would recall the waters separated, every living being would carry the essence of the moment when life was first breathed into existence. Eternity would forever whisper the greatness of the Creator. And so, the story remains alive. A narrative that transcends time, a legacy that can never be erased. For in the beginning, everything started with a voice, a word, a purpose. And until the end of time, creation will continue to proclaim, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Like, share and subscribe to our channel for more content. Stay with God and see you next time in Testaments of Faith. Thank you.